with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucs are underway. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw is Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Defense wins championships, baby. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Right 28. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Complete. He finds Brady. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Now Brady. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. To try again after the sack. Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
The Seahawks ball carrier.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And look at this, it's a fake. And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives them a first and 10 up at the 44. We're scoreless after one.
No score.
First down. It's Carson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Looking to take it down. Wilson. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. And to the tight end Olsen, right side.
Wilson's pass.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
2 yards on the play.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. To throw again is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
On second down now, it's Carson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Check. 315.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for Wilson. Hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Brady gives this one off to Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Right there. 55.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin, 52 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Ryan Suckup on for the point out.
The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing,
Gain of 16.
not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this throw caught left side. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
At the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From a yard out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Brooks gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, it's complete to Brown, right side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Brady. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Seahawks.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The surprise 2nd-round pick, Sean Bunning, there to get a hand in.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Carson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now They need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, it's Carson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They go play action with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown,
From 10 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Jason Myers.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Wilson wants to throw it. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run the option. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. It's just me and you.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brady now on 1st down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Evans once again the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So the victory here for Seattle.
I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.